get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you said.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
What? 280! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
From the 41, Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On the return, Jackson will call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Off play action. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
In your face.
Throwing Throwing again. Newton. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On first down, it's Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
That's it. 180.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
That's it. Ready. Check 54. Line 54. Target.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, the Panther rush, too strong. They get there and take him down. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 36-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Now again, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the shit.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The shotgun snap for Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Ready? 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. All day. All day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, 0. 54. Touch 50. Check. Got it. 54. I'm coming after you. One left. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 36. Go ahead.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
We ain't giving them nothing today. Tighten up. 8. Mike 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 72 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They run it with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Gun.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's complete to Lockett. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So, fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
6 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing again here. Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You got nothing.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson buying time. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. And an alley to run. again. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson, he's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man,